Hello, Suzanne here from Stems by Suzanne. Today I thought we'd have a little project day making this wreath out of dried seed heads and leaves. So let's start making it. I say seed heads, but dried leaves as well. I've got some bracken here, lovely golden colour now at this time of year. I did cut this a few weeks ago, so it's nice and dry and crisp. Quite fragile, so you have to be quite careful with it. I've got some oric here. This is the red one. This is A triplex rubra, so it's really lovely red colour in the spring and summer, but obviously that's dried to a really nice golden colour now. I've got some bells of Ireland that I've cut down. I'll just show you. I've got a whole stem here. So that's what they look like before I cut them down. I have used them longer lengths in wreaths before this, but this is going to be quite a small project, so I want it to be, yeah, I can't think of the word, but I don't want something this big. Got some little Dorcas seed heads here. They're lovely. That's the wild carrot. Obviously, brilliant poppy heads. Some breezer grasses. Little scabious seed heads. And then I've got some wild cards here. This is actually a dock that's gone to flower, but I really like that really sort of dark caramelly colour. And I've got some astilbe. My astilbe, because it was so dry this year, didn't even really flower, it just sort of went brown straight away, but I thought that had quite good structure. Is that oh, and nigella, which is actually dropping seeds everywhere. Our chef's going to chuck those in the garden. Some nigella seed heads there as well. So what I'm going to do is make a little wreath. I'm going to use willow for my base. This is freshly cut willow, so it doesn't need soaking or anything like that. So first of all, we'll make the wreath base. I think perhaps these lengths of willow are a bit too small, so I might just go and get some more willow, because I think that's going to be a little bit too small, and then I'll come back to you. I found this old project which was done as fresh flowers, which has gone a bit crispy now. I was going to leave it to dry, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this apart, and then I'll use this willow frame to make my project for today. Okay, so I've taken that apart, and that's a better size for what I need to do. So this is going to be completely biodegradable and environmentally friendly, so I'm going to be using twine. I always check when I've got a new roll of twine. This is another reason for getting a bigger wreath base, that the roll of twine will go through your hoop, because if it won't, it's not going to be an easy project. So what I'm going to do to begin with is I'm just going to take, not everything in each bunch, because I think sort of 5 to 7 things in each bunch is probably enough. You probably don't need, what have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got like 10, 11 if you count the dot as well. So 11 in each bunch is going to be a bit much. Actually, I don't think I mentioned this is Greek cress, which I've got here as well. So let's make a little bunch first of all. In fact, before we do that, even better, we'll tie our twine to our hoop so that we can have something to attach our little bunch to. So just tie that on, cut the end of that with the scissors. Okay, and now we'll make a little bunch. So I'm going to go for some Greek cress, some auric. I think I wouldn't mind a bit of stilby for this one. I think we'll break that down a bit though. Dorcas, poppy head. I think I'm going to have either the poppy head or the bells of Ireland, because I think it will just look better if there's not one on every section. A bit of freezer, little scabious, perhaps a little nigella. Okay, so I'm going to go with that as being my first little bunch. So then I'm going to put that, oh hang on, let's just move my grass, let's slip around the back. I want him around the front really. That's better. And then we're going to place that onto the wreath here. And I always hate doing the first one. It's always really fiddly. It gets easier. I think the first one and the last one are the hard bits, and everything in the middle is not so difficult. So I really want to make sure I get this first bunch on really nice and tight. So I'm going to go around a few times. When I've done a few more bunches, I don't think I'll go around quite so many times. But just for this first one, I want to make sure this is really, really secure. Once more, I think, should do it. Okay, so that's our first bunch, and now we're going to carry on and make the next one. So then you want to lay this one on. You really want them facing outwards, and you'll get a really nice spiral effect. So I'm going to place that one there, and then twine on exactly the same as the first one. And again, I think that you don't need to go around more than a couple of times really once you've got the structure started. And you can see already how much dry material you use for a wreath, and that's why when you buy these things online they can be quite expensive. They're also quite time consuming for whoever's made them to make them, and they are a handmade product. But if you're a crafty person, then yeah, there's by all means there's no reason why you can't go out and get crafty and make one yourself. so this is where I've got to so far. Not quite halfway yet. I'm going to finish this and then show you what it looks like at the end. Ta-da! Finished. Took me a while, but here is my dried seed head and dried leaf wreath. I'm quite pleased with it. I love the fact you can get so much different texture and colour without using dried flowers. So I'm going to go and find somewhere nice for this to hang now until it finally gathers so much dust that I need to replace it. I'll hang it somewhere where it doesn't get too many people knocking it, so it will last a really long time. Good luck with your projects, and I'll see you on the next video.